people, and welcome back to my channel. Now I go by the name of Mr. Midas, and you could have been anywhere else in the world right now, but you are with me. Do you know how much I appreciate that? Sick. And welcome back, my golden gang. You are the MVPs. Intergrade. Yes, the dope people at Sqaure Enix provided me with a code for the Yuffie DLC for the PlayStation 5 version of Final Fantasy VII Remake. And it feels so good being back in this world, which is cray considering that I platinumed the base game, which meant completing the game in both normal and hard mode. Now, this video may contain minor spoilers, and remember, we're working towards that 2K, so make sure you hit that subscribe. Now, Intergrade is a free PS5 upgrade if you have purchased the PS4 version of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it ups the visuals, but more important, it gives you that 60 frames per second, what you need in your life. Like, the fighting in this game is just so smooth. It was smooth before, but they just took it to another level. The Yuffie DLC is entitled Intermission, and it takes place after the second Mako reactor, when Cloud falls and ends up meeting Aerith and spending loads of time with her. So that time when Cloud is with Aerith and Tifa's with Barrett and we don't know what's going on over there, this is when this whole chapter is taking place.
He will be okay though, right?
Well, of course he will. A little fall ain't gonna stop a hard ass like him. He'll come swaggering back before long, you mark my words.
Now, Yuffie is an optional character from the OG Final Fantasy VII, and it's super dope to see her being fleshed out because she was super popular even though you didn't have to have her in your party. After a couple hours in Intermission, I was so happy to be in Midgar again, running into familiar faces.
Stood up. As if. Wait, who are you? Don't mean to be rude or anything, kid, but do you mind? I'm not exactly in the mood.
Now, the DLC is basically a side plot to the main game, so you're going to be playing as Yuffie only this time. Now, although you're accompanied by Sonon, a fellow Wutai ninja, he's going to basically be AI controlled, but you get to use the command menu to give him commands. Now, the combat is slightly different in Intermission, as Yuffie has a few tricks up her sleeve. From throwing her giant shuriken, which is basically a ninja star, which allows you to do a combo melee attack, or you can just attack with the shuriken. And what's really dope is you can combine both Yuffie and Shonon's attacks together. So as long as their ATB meter is full, you can basically combine their moves to make them even more powerful, which is proper quote. Yuffie has magic spells too, and the combat isn't no walk in the park. It's way more difficult than I remember in the base game. Now, it's so good to see more about that hot bombshell antagonist, Sqaure. Yes, Sqaure is such an interesting antagonist, and I kind of feel like she was sidelined in the base game, so it's really good to actually see her character being fleshed out more.
Oh, how the mighty are fallen. Wutai colluding with Avalanche and resorting to terrorism? I always thought the Wutaians an honorable people. They used to be, certainly.
Intermission has a lot more traversal and movement, and it's really got me excited for what we're going to get in Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. It still blows my mind how incredible this game looks, and the PS5 just gives it that extra glow. The Intermission DLC is separate and it's not going to affect your main game. And you know what? I just love being back in the world with these characters, back in this world. Spending more time is just a win-win for me. So let me know in the comments, are you picking up Intermission? Have you played it already? Do you like Yuffie? Are you about that Wu-Tai life? And have you played Final Fantasy VII Remake, or have you been waiting for Intergrade for your shiny PS5? Now remember, we're working towards that 200. So make sure you hit subscribe and keep up to date with all of the content we got on the channel. You've been the MVP, I've been Mr. Midas, we out of here. Peace.